as you have said, if he was well tonight, he would be in the net. But Melnikov has played both games so far for the Soviets. He has played fine, but he is a vulnerable goaltender, and he is somebody that we should be watching very carefully through the course of this game.
Referee tonight is from Finland, Antti Koskinen, and the linesmen are from Finland, Lasse Vanhanen, and Sweden, Anders Ekhagen. The United States and the Soviet Union, and so many people only remember Eruzioni's goal in the end of the game at Lake Placid. Just to refresh you, it was 2-2 after the first period. Mark Johnson tied it with a second to play in the period. Soviets dominated the second period but scored just once. It was 3-2 going into the third. So 8 years later, the U.S. and the Soviet Union in the Olympics one more time. Corey Millen centering this line as we get set for action at the Saddle Dome. And Brian Leach moves it up ahead to Tony Granato, and the first shot on goal is an easy save for Milenkov. And the Soviets clear it the length of the ice. The icing is waved off as Brian Leach, number 2, the team captain for the United States. Stop by Todd Okerlund, number 11, who's making his first appearance in the Olympics. He didn't dress for the first 2 games. As the Soviets regain possession, Homutov shooting it up ahead into the U.S. zone where Leach goes back to collect it.
Early on, the U.S. team is showing a much more sustainable kind of game.
This is Janney, backhander save, rebound shot wide. Krutov, Larionov, and Makarov, the number 1 Soviet line out there at the moment. The famed ALM line. Krutov is 9, Larionov is 11, Makarov is 24. So here comes Krutov. Skating in, picked up by Don Pelly and Brown. His shot, and Terreri got a piece of it for the save. Now they lose it in front. And through the slot, it's Granato picking it up for the United States as the Soviets for the first time put pressure on Terreri. Their first shot on goal. Suggerud centering it, but Donatelli was ridden out of the play nicely by Stelnov. Up ahead to Krutov. He has his poke checked away, and he's offside. Now involved back of the net along with Janney. Loose puck, and the shot wide off the stick of Wekov. Kept in for the moment by Kasatonov, number 7 at the point. In behind the net, Homutov centers it, the shot wide by Wekov. He's had 2 good opportunities and has missed on both. Stick save by Terreri, and Janney takes the pressure off.
And Krutov, they've been together for several years. They've also got their veteran defense pair. They are not only their strength, but in the last year or so, they have been their weakness.
Steve Leach's shot is wide. He follows up into the corner. And the Soviets clear it, and up ahead on the breakaway, Makarov, he skates in, he shoots, he scores. The number 1 Soviet line, and they've been together for years. 2 of them played all the way back in the '80 Olympics. Sergei Makarov scores to make it 1-0 and pays the price as well.
Well, it's the kind of opportunistic style we were talking about. Fetisov catching Makarov, crossing at center.
Счет в матче открыли советские хоккеисты. Фетисов своим фирменным пасом вывел Макарова 1 на 1, и 24-й номер мастерски разобрался с вратарем американцев, отправив шайбу в ворота 1-0.
Ilya Byakin skating in for the Soviets. From the corner, has his centering pass intercepted by Laviolette for the moment, but the Soviets maintain possession. Fetisov gets it over to Byakin. His shot, and a great save by Terreri because it went through the legs of Norton. And a scrap in front of the net.
Chris Terreri not only making the save, but very importantly covering up the rebound.
And the U.S. has killed the first 145 of the penalty. As the clock ticks down, Leach will be out of the box in 11 seconds. Krutov over to Fetisov. Fetisov to Kasatonov, and he scores from the slot. With 3 seconds remaining in Leach's penalty, Kasatonov skating in from out in front of the net, puts it in to make it 2-0.
The U.S. team was finding themselves 1 pass behind. And when you get that way, you start running around. And all of a sudden, there's the open man, and in the crucial spot, Kasatonov coming in front, using the defenseman.
Вторая шайба снова на счету первой пятерки сборной СССР. С передач Крутова и Ларионова шайбу забросил Фетисов 2-0.
Donatelli, the U.S. now with a line change. The line centered by Craig Janney is out there now as Kamienski skates into the U.S. end. Scott Young with Janney for the American team. Young goes down. No penalty. Crowd wanted the call and don't get it. Diyikov now to Kamensky, and the save by Carreri. Good forechecking pressure by the Soviets as the U.S. tries to get it out of their own end.
When your team is as vulnerable as the U.S. team is right now, you can't find yourself shorthanded.
And the KLM line is out there for the Soviets. Krutov, Larionov, and Makarov. Makarov with a puck. Couldn't get the shot away, but with good stick handling to Larionov, and back out to the blue line and shot in wide. Rebound, great save by Carreri. So the American team has to regroup. Leeds starts in with it, has it poke checked away. Up ahead, Diyikov skating in, and Carreri luckily made the save as it trickled behind him and off to the left of the post. And then Carreri makes another save on the spinning shot with 4:33 remaining in the first period. U.S. with one last rush as Millen takes the pass from Leach. Corey skates into the corner and leaves it for Fusco. Out to Brian Leach. To Fusco again. Leach now from in front. His shot and a save by Milnikov with 6 seconds remaining in the Soviet penalty.
To put the kind of pressure on that was necessary. You saw what they could do just in the 20 seconds that they've had so far.
2 seconds left in the penalty now. And the teams are now at equal strength. Deflected shot, rebound, great save that time by Milnikov. Saves it again. Heavy pressure from the U.S., but Milnikov is there. Loose puck in front. And Millen couldn't put it in, but the Soviets will get another penalty here. And again, the U.S. will have a man advantage as they'll send Igor Stelnov to the box. And the Soviets take the pressure off, clearing at the center ice. In the slot, nice move, and the shot's wide by Svetlov. McDonald now coming back the other way. 20 seconds left in the penalty. Lane McDonald skates in. Nearly had it poke checked away. Norton keeps it in. His shot is wide along the near side. Leach knocks it down beautifully to Steve Leach. His shot is deflected wide to the right. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Brian Lee. Flat shot deflected. Penalty is over. Both teams are at full strength again. 1:45 to play in the period.
Et finalement, on repousse le disque loin chez les Soviétiques. Une passe de Makarov qui va jusque sur le bâton de Bourbeau. Et la sienne est interceptée par Kazatonov. Aussitôt, c'est perdu et repris par Krutov à Larionov. Il se pointe au but. Avec Krutov, il tire. Et la rondelle, 18 minutes 47 secondes, encore à jouer avant la fin de la deuxième période. Là, c'est Svetlov. Svetlov qui a été blessé lors de la Coupe Canada le 8 septembre dans un match contre la Suède. Et il s'était fracturé un poignet. Là, la belle passe de Bédard, il est seul. Il marque!
Les Soviétiques qui exerçaient un bon contrôle de rondelle avant cette séquence, mais là, la belle passe de Brown à McDonald, et ça a permis d'échapper et de lancer dans le coin bas.
В начале второго периода американцы сократили отставание в счете. Шайба на счету Лейна Макдоналда 1-2.
The U.S. now has outshot the Soviets 12-10. Steve Leach to Scott Young. Fusco. Kept in by the Soviets, and a great save by Carreri off the shot by Kamensky.
Important save by Carreri.
Fusco in over the blue line. Laviolette keeps it in. He shoots. It's blocked in front. Stevens and McDonald were there. McDonald couldn't backhand it. Back it comes to the neutral zone. We're back. Makarov had stolen a pass and had come in alone and then had lost the puck as it slithers through the crease. And the Americans now send it back the other way as Leach to Millen. Millen to Granato. His shot, great save by Milnikov. And cleared out. Fetisov now. Taken out of the play by Fusco, who sends it to Brian Leach. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Brian Leach kicks all the way in. His shot saved. Rebound saved. Millen back of the net to Brian Leach out in front. His shot is wide. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Young sends it in around the boards to Fusco. To Corey Millen. Brian Leach taps it back to Millen. Now Leach from the blue line breaks his stick. And the Soviets have a 2-on-2, and Leach is without a stick. And the shot is off Leach. Leach went down to block it with his pad, with his leg. Denny ridden out of the play. Loose puck taken by Svetlov. Svetlov coming in. Brown picks him up. And the shot by Bleakov and a great save by Terreri.
There's some incredible action in the last 2 or 3 minutes at both ends of the ice.
Donatelli, drop pass, slap shot, save by Milnikov. Krutov to Fetisov. He sends it in, and from the slot, it's backhanded. Another great save by Terreri. Kasakhanov couldn't get the shot away. Makarov has it saved by Terreri. Great save. 1:24 left in the penalty.
U.S. team, when they move on a Soviet player.
And Kasakhanov scores off the pass. Slap shot by Kasakhanov off the pass, his second goal of the game.
Well, it was a stoppable shot. It was unobstructed, undeflected. Here you can see the action around the Soviet net first.
Спустя несколько минут после гола Макдоналда советская сборная, играя в большинстве, забросила третью шайбу. Сделал это Алексей Касатонов с передач Крутова и Фетисова. 3-1.
Soviets on top by a score of 3-1. Teams at equal strength as Svetlov with a beautiful pass and a great save by Terreri off the shot by Yashin. Soviets in red on top by a score of 3-1. Kamensky's shot is off the side of the net. Komutov with it. He's checked by Gosselin. And it's Terreri trying to cover up. Bleakov's shot, and finally Terreri is able to cover up after the save. Young sends it along the boards, but Kasakhanov takes control only momentarily. Now Millen skating in. Millen with Granado. Millen with Bourbeau now. Bourbeau puts it in!
Remarkable second effort by Bourbeau. It looked like he was being hauled down and out of the play. And the puck was rolling seemingly harmlessly into the corner, and somehow Bourbeau got his stick on it.
Granado was out in front of him. Bourbeau came up on the side and falling down, able to put it in.
Nice play by Corey Millen, waiting to find the open Bourbeau. And watch, he looks like he's completely tied up. He's on the ice.
Во второй половине второго периода американцы вновь огорчили Мыльникова. В падении шайбу забросил студент Гарвардского университета Ален Бурбо. 2-3.
The U.S. has outshot them 19-16. Danny leaves it for Okerlund. Okerlund, drop pass to Miller. Back out to the point, Young keeps it in. Now taken by Fetisov. Up ahead to Bleakov. Homotov, beautiful pass, Kamensky scores!
На 15-й минуте второго периода с передач Быкова и Хомутова четвертую шайбу в ворота Терьери забросил Валерий Каменский. 4-2.
And they lead now 4-2.
Soviets again breaking quickly, but also what happened?
And Donatelli sends it up ahead to center ice. Makarov takes over, back to Biakin. To Makarov. The Soviet veteran skating in, hounded by Gosselin. Looking for a centering pass, looking to stuff it in, saved by Terreri.
Too much out-of-control action around the U.S. net. The Soviet players one-on-one are beating the U.S. players. It means that it takes somebody out of his regular position to chase, and then all hell breaks loose. The U.S. team has to be able to control on the one-on-ones.
And now it's Svetlov. Laviolette is there, and the puck hits the side of the net. Laviolette able to break up the play, but Lariana puts it in. Igor Larionov putting it in after Terreri had made the initial save.
It's what happens when the bodies start flying.
.344 remaining in the period.
Через несколько минут после гола Каменского с передачи Сергея Светлова свою первую шайбу в матче забросил Игорь Ларионов. 5-2.
3 minutes remaining in the second period. The Soviets on top by a score of 5-2. And coming in over the blue line and then taken out of the play by Brown as Norton gets it ahead to Janney. And Biakin again not getting much on that. Second.
I think he's got a rubber stick.
Yeah, it looks like it. Kamensky, and it's Bekoff in front, who couldn't get the shot away. And finally, Leach gets a hold of the puck and clears it the length of the ice. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. 1:35 remaining in the period. Laviolette sending it in, recapturing it, backhanding wide. And Vyacheslav Fetisov. Nice pass up ahead to Larionov. He sends it to Krutov. Back to Larionov behind the net. He sends it out in front, slapped in, and it goes in. Fetisov didn't get much on it. It was almost like throwing a changeup by Terreri. And it's 6-2.
Now the wrong goal at the wrong moment. Let's just see what happened on it, whether it was obstructed in any way. But it comes out to Fetisov, who is usually a very hard shot, but he really mishits it.
Уже под занавес второй 20-минутки из передач Крутова и Ларионова дубль оформил Вячеслав Фетисов. 6-2.
On remet derrière à Kravchuk, à Kojevnikov un tir et la rondelle bondit par-dessus le filet après l'arrêt. Là, Kojevnikov, autre tir, arrêt de Terreri. Il reste 15 secondes à la période et 1:10 à la pénalité. Kravchuk, rondelle libre et on doit rentrer au centre. C'est à peu près tout ce qu'on verra. On se rend jusqu'à l'autre bout où c'est pris par Terreri, par la clôture. Et un tir de Semyonov, ça aurait pu être coûteux à l'équipe américaine. Et de la Violette vers Bourbon et la rondelle effleure son patin, elle va jusqu'au gardien. Plus loin, c'est dans le coin de la patinoire. Et là, c'est une sortie de zone. Quelle belle manœuvre réussie par Khomutov. Et là, vers Bekoff, un tir et c'est arrêté par Scott Young dans un premier temps. De temps supplémentaire. Là, la rondelle est reprise par Fusco. Là, jusqu'à Leach à Fusco. Retour à Leach dans l'enclave. Un tir et la rondelle est libre. Reprise par McDonald qui marque. 6-3.
Un peu de nonchalance de la part des défenseurs soviétiques. Genre, on va voir la passe de Leach qui a permis un lancer franc. Leach qui est un excellent passeur. Et sur le retour de lancer, les défenseurs soviétiques...
В начале третьего периода сборная США реализовала большинство. Дубль оформил Макдоналд. 3-6.
Merlin perd la mise en jeu. Et là, c'est Makarov. Makarov qui fait perdre le bâton à Granato. Un tir rate la cage.
Ça va être intéressant dans la ronde des médailles de voir ces deux divisions s'affronter.
Dans les autres matchs, demain, France contre la Pologne et Suisse contre la Suède. Là, en zone adverse. Et au dernier moment, le Soviétique n'a pu déposer le disque derrière parce que la cage était complètement ouverte. Contre-attaque avec le patin. Une passe qui va jusque sur le bâton de Yashin plus loin, qui rejette jusqu'au centre. Fusco se pointe dans son adverse, dans l'enclave libre. Fusco, un tir haut.
C'est ce qu'a Jacques. On va revoir Fusco qui manie bien en zone offensive.
Спустя несколько минут после гола Макдоналда за воротами советской сборной вновь загорелся красный фонарь. Шайбу забросил выпускник Гарварда Скотт Фуско. 4-6.
And the Corey Millen line is out there right now with Gosselin keeping it in from the point. Now Makarov takes the puck for the Soviets. Skates in over the blue line. He leaves it for Krutov, and Makarov's shot hits the post. Sends it out to center ice. Fetisov loses the puck. Steve Leach, his shot high. And Wyckoff clears it out. And the Soviets clear it. Wyckoff in ahead, drop pass, and Terreri makes the save and has to cover up as the puck came loose momentarily off the shot by Svetlov. 11:09 to play in the game.
Yes, I think I would, Mike. This time of the game, 11 minutes or so to go, you got to go with your best.
Craig Janney in with Kevin Miller. Miller sends it back out to the blue line, kept in by Gosselin. His shot wide, and then Okerlund is there, puts it in! Todd Okerlund scoring, and there's bedlam at the Saddle Dome now.
Well, that was just great effort by Todd Okerlund. It looked as if the puck was covered in the crease. You can see the shot, it misses the net, then comes back out.
Американцы, почувствовав запах крови, продолжали давить на ворота советской сборной. Их давление увенчалось успехом. Тот Окерлунд все-таки сумел раскопать шайбу под Мыльниковым и буквально занес ее в ворота. 5-6.
Under 9 minutes to play. The Soviets on top 6-5 after going into the third period leading 6-2. Kamensky wheeling in the corner. And Terreri sweeps to the side. Picked up by Steve Leach.
They need both right now, their effort, and they need the Soviets to start shooting themselves in the foot.
Brian Leach to Janney. Now Gosselin from the point. Slap shot goes skittering through the crease. Okerlund and Miller fighting for it along the boards with Makarov. The puck is still loose. Now it comes out to Brian Leach. His shot, Janney is there, can't get the rebound. Shot back in by Leach. I think it hit the post. It hit the post. Makarov able to get it over to Larionov. And they take the pressure off for the moment. Now Gosselin shooting it in. Saved by Milnikov.
Very confident Milnikov is not looking that confident at the moment, nor is the rest of that Soviet team.
You hear the chant with 7:12 remaining. Millen skating in, leaves it for Granato. Slap shot save. Milnikov with two big saves in the last 45 seconds. 4:15 left in the game. Millen skating in with Granato. Backhander save. Granato has it. He tries to send it through the crease. Donatelli behind the net, strapping for it. Millen is there for control. Nobody in front. Now Leach knocked down in front. Lariano picks the puck up because he has to think about pulling Terreri and getting the extra skater up front for the U.S. That much time left, 2:12. Makarov has it for the Soviets. He skates in with Leach on defense. The drop pass for Krutov. Circling to Fetisov, skating all the way in, and he scores! Vyacheslav Fetisov. Straight in, backhands it in, and the Soviets lead it 7-5.
It's what the Soviet team does so well. They attack well, but they attack with depth. They bring up their players from behind. And unless the defending team is a very...
За 2 минуты до конца матча капитан сборной СССР охладил пыл американцев. Фетисов с передач Макарова и Крутова оформил хитрик, сделав счет 7-5.
The West Germans on Friday. It'll be the U.S. against West Germany on Sunday in a game that could determine the third team to advance, assuming Czechoslovakia is the second. Right now, the Czechoslovaks have a mark of 2-1. So it's complicated. but the U.S. is still alive, and it could very well come down to a goal differential situation where the U.S. might have to win the West German game by, let's say, 2 goals. Anyway, it's complicated and extended, and as we get closer to it, we can explain it to you. But the fact of the matter is the United States team is still alive in terms of advancing to the medal round.
There's a little bit of a problem there, and it went between the Soviet player Byakin and the U.S. player Norton. They're exchanging little slashes with a stick, and Byakin went down.
And Antti Koskinen, the referee for Finland, who has drawn the ire of Dave Peterson tonight, attempts to get it sorted out.
I think that what Dave Peterson is saying, you watch on the right side of your screen with this little exchange here. Down goes the Soviet player, but what happened during that exchange, Fetisov, the Soviet captain who was on the bench, came out to argue but then stayed on the ice. Dave Peterson's argument is that the change had already been made and Fetisov should be back on the bench.
U.S. team with the extra skater. Millen on the faceoff, gets it back to Young, and his last shot is kicked aside. Makarov gets it up ahead to center ice, and Young collects it with 24 seconds. Snuggerud to Fusco, drop pass Granato, and another save. And the puck winds up going into the net, but there will be no goal. No goal because Koskinen had blown the whistle. No goal.
I'd like to see that again, but I do think that, in fact, the goalkeeper Milnikov had possession of the puck, had it under control. The referee had blown his whistle, and it was simply with the U.S. team charging the net that the puck got dislodged. We can see the shot from Granato. Milnikov has it. He's in control. And it presumably came out of that exchange there between Norton and Milnikov. You can see Milnikov in good control. He knocks Milnikov, or Norton knocks Milnikov back into the net. The puck goes loose.
Pro-U.S. crowd chanting something you'd only hear on Howard Stern show tomorrow. We can't tell you about it. 16 seconds remaining in the game. 7-5. The Soviets on top.
Here you can see it again. Now Milnikov, with the slow action, it's very hard to tell exactly how long Milnikov had the puck, but you could see that he was in clear possession of it. But that's the sort of play that the U.S. team needs to make under those circumstances. You go right to the net, right to the goalie. Now that I'm a retired goalie, I can say that very easily. But at the same time, that's exactly what you need to do.
And you heard Peterson say, well, they got to cheat to win. It's frustrating for Peterson, for the team, the U.S., with a couple of comebacks tonight, but they're going to come up short. And go into action on Friday with a record of 1-2. Milnikov makes the save, and I suppose that's appropriate because he kept them in the third period, and the game ends with a scuffle.